Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary. Thank you so much for being here. I'm doing a reading vlog. So I started my first book of 2026 a few days ago, but I have not had the time to read very much so far this year. The other day I picked out, I think 4 that I was interested in reading right now, and I let my boyfriend pick the first book of 2026. And he chose Beartown by Fredrik Backman. I'm so excited about this. I feel like January is the perfect time to read this. You can just tell by the cover. And I'm so excited. I have never read a Fredrik Backman book. I got the Beartown series for Christmas from my parents, and I'm so thankful because I was really excited to read these books this year. And the first book of 2026 might be a 5-star because this is so highly rated. So I don't know too much about this book. I believe it's set in Sweden in the middle of the forest, and there is basically nothing going on in the town. There are not very many jobs anymore. I think there's like a factory that a lot of people work at. There's one bar and not much going on in this town except ice hockey. So there are a few different ice hockey teams in this town. There's like the A team, the junior league, and then like the younger kids have their team as well. I think those are like the rankings. I have no experience with ice hockey whatsoever. I don't know the terms, but it follows the people of the town of Beartown, and one of the people that we're following is Peter. He is the general manager of the team. So I'm on page 76, and basically all that's happened so far is we're getting to know the characters. So we're getting to know some of the adults, Peter and his wife, who is a lawyer, so she has to travel outside of Beartown to go to work, and then their 2 kids. Nothing really has happened so far. I am having some coffee in my new mug that my boyfriend got me. It's so cute. It's like pink and white and has some classics on it. I'm just having some drip coffee with vanilla oat milk creamer, and yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and read for a little bit. It is the Sunday before I go back to work, and I'm doing laundry. I have laundry in right now, so I don't really have anything urgent to do right now, so I have some time to read, which is nice. Washed my hair, and now I'm going to make a cup of tea. I thought it was like 6 o'clock. It's 4:48. So that's interesting, but I'm gonna make some tea. It's really cold. Might be an early bedtime tonight because I'm tired. everyone, happy Monday. I am going back to work today and I'm not feeling refreshed, but it has to happen. I had a long break. I want to chat about Beartown. So I'm on page 158, chapter 20. I think I'm about 30% done, and we just saw the semifinal game. There's a lot of foreshadowing going on in this book. For example, someone will say something like, she went to the party and every day since I wish she didn't, or something like that. So that makes me think something bad is going to happen, which I kind of expected. While I didn't know a lot about this book before going into it, I did know that it was an emotional book. It has me on the edge of my seat. Like, I want to continue reading this. I have to work at 9 and it's like 8:15, so I might have time for a few pages before I work, but then after work I'm going to get back into this. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. I'm really invested in the characters. They all have so much going on, whether that be like at home, they have a hard home life, or like some of them are pretty much like famous in the town because of their hockey career, and it's just so interesting to get to know so many characters. Like, we are getting to know probably 10 plus characters, and while that's a little bit, oh, you okay? A little bit hard to keep track of at first, like hard to remember which character is which, it's very interesting and I'm really enjoying that aspect of this book. I'm wearing this sweater today because I thought it gave like Beartown vibes. Not gonna have time to read very much right now, but later on I will be reading after work. So I hope everyone who is going back to work today has a great day and a great start to the week, and I will see you later. Okay, I'm on my lunch break. I am working from home today. I usually work in the office on Mondays, but I got an email that our office does not have heat and that I should work from home today. So that is what I'm doing. I just ate my lunch. I made chicken salad yesterday and I ate that on a croissant, which is my dream lunch. So good. Everything is better on a croissant. And I share the recipe on my Instagram and TikTok. So if you're interested in a super easy recipe to have for lunch. So I'm having a little Spindrift blood orange tangerine. This is so good. This is sparkling water with like 2 grams of sugar. Yep, 2 grams of sugar, and it comes from fruit juice. So it doesn't have any nasty stevia taste. I do not like the taste of stevia. I will drink a Poppy or an Olipop every once in a while, but the aftertaste is just not good to me. These are so yummy. They definitely don't hit like a Coke does, but if you're in the mood for like a fresh sparkling water or like carbonated drink, they are really good. My hair looks so bad. I air dried it last night after I showered and it just is not looking great. But I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes and read my book. I think I told you earlier I'm on page 158, so let's see how much I can read in 15 minutes. I'm on page 170. I read 12 pages in 15 minutes. Not the best speed. There's a lot going on in this book, and I want to take my time and fully understand all of the characters and everything that's going on, so I'm not rushing to get done with this. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, and I wanted to chat about Beartown while I'm doing my makeup. I'm going to try and chat while I'm doing this, but I am over halfway done. I'm on page 243. Oh, I wanted to switch out my bookmark. I was putting away the things that I got for Christmas, and my mom got me 3 bookmarks, one for each of the Beartown books. And look at this one. It's a bear and her cub. It's so cute, and it is definitely Beartown vibes. So yeah, I wanted to put that in my book. But okay, so yesterday I got to a part that definitely warrants a trigger warning. So if you are sensitive to certain topics, definitely look up the trigger warnings before you read this book. If you're from a small town or you live in a small town, you know how things work. There are families who are more powerful than others, whether that be like someone in their family is the mayor or they are police officers. Those families tend to get away with more than the average person. So that's kind of what's happening right now. Unfortunately, like, something happened, and it's during the time when the team has something really exciting coming up. I think the thing that happened is going to cause a big uproar in the community because people in Beartown will do anything for ice hockey and for the team to win because that is the only thing that they have in Beartown. And even if that means building up people who don't deserve to be built up and putting down people who are victims. So that's where we're at. I am really, really enjoying this book. I love Fredrik Backman's writing style. He packs a punch in the most simple sentences and paragraphs and really makes you think. There's so many pages that I bookmarked because of specific quotes, and yeah, I'm really, really loving this book, and I cannot wait to continue reading it. So I'm getting ready for work right now. I'm actually going somewhere today for work that has a Barnes & Noble. It's a very, very small Barnes, but I think I might stop in there on my lunch break and see if they have anything that I really want to pick up. The 2 books that are on my radar that I don't have physical copies of are The Bright Years and The Correspondent. So if they have either of those books, I might pick them up. Other than that, I feel like I have a really, really great physical TBR right now that I'm excited about. So I might go in and browse for a little bit, but I'm not sure if I'm going to buy anything. Oh, I wanted to say my favorite character right now is Benji. So misunderstood. Such a good person, even though he doesn't show that side of him to most people. But yeah, I really love the scenes that Benji and his sisters are in. So I'm gonna finish up my makeup, and then I don't know if I'm gonna have time to read before work or not. I was just looking for my phone and I'm filming on my phone. But yeah, I'll probably talk to you a little bit later. Okay, so I decided for my reading vlogs, I'm going to try and emulate the vibe of the book that I'm reading through my outfit. And yesterday I wore that really cute, like, light blue wintry sweater. This is very similar. This is from LL Bean, and it is the most gorgeous sweater I've ever seen. And it is totally giving Beartown. This sweater is gorgeous. Now that I have started knitting, I made one thing, but I have a deeper appreciation for beautiful sweaters. Like, I can't even imagine knitting something like this. With this pattern, my voice is like going away. But how cute. I have these little clips in. I hate my hair right now. I hate it. I can't even look at it. It is at the worst length, but I'm trying to push through because I want to grow it out a little bit. So please ignore my hair. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I just wanted to show you my outfit. I'm wearing pajama pants because I don't have to be anywhere until like 1 today, so I'm not going to be putting on pants yet. I'll be working in my pajamas. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I have a little bit more time than usual this morning before work to read, which is good, but the reasoning is bad. My baby girl Ivy is not feeling very well. She has some sort of injury, and I just cannot pinpoint what hurts her. So she's going to the vet tonight, and we are not going to go on a WALK because she's just not feeling herself, and I don't want her to injure it even more before we find out what is wrong. So we're just going to chill on the couch this morning. I ran out of coffee creamer, but I did brown sugar and almond milk, and it's in this really, really cute mug that I got for my birthday, so let's try it. It's pretty good. Not the best coffee I've ever had, but it will do. I'm hoping to finish this today or tomorrow. I'm on page 267, chapter 34, and there's like 415 pages. So I'm hoping to really lock in this morning, and then after work I keep having to put it down when there's like parts that I want to learn more, and that's just not fun. Like, I want to continue reading, but I just haven't had the time. That's what it's like working a full-time job and wanting to read a lot of books. There's just not enough time in the day. I'm hoping we can figure out what's going on at the vet tonight, because the worst thing in the world is having your pet not feel well and they can't tell you what's wrong. It's so sad. She's very comfy and cozy on the couch with me, so that's good. So I'm at a part where the people of Beartown just found out what happened, and we're kind of getting all of their reactions, and most of them are not good reactions. They are protecting what means the most to this town, which is hockey, and whatever is best for the team they will support no matter what, even if it means putting other people down. Okay, I relate to this. It says, then she sits there with her face buried in the fur and cries, talking about her dogs. They breathe on her neck, lick her ear, nudge her with their noses. She will never understand how some people can prefer other people to animals. So true. Hey everyone, it's 7:30 on Wednesday evening. Ivy and I just got back from the vet, and unfortunately she does have anaplasmosis, which is a tick-borne illness similar to Lyme disease. So her symptoms have been like body aches. She's just been not feeling herself, which is very sad and hard to watch, but she's starting her antibiotics today and she'll be on them for 14 days. So hopefully that completely gets rid of it and cures her, and she should not have any lasting symptoms after the course of antibiotics, which I'm very, very relieved to know. But I am reading and eating 2 peanut butter cups from Trader Joe's, the dark chocolate ones, and I am on page 337. So, can I finish this tonight? Let's find out. Okay, I just have to say, the townspeople are holding a meeting right now to discuss like what's going to happen now that this big thing kind of created a huge scandal in the community, and these people are pissing me off. It's giving like adult bullies, like the adults that bully teenagers and like don't treat teenagers with any respect whatsoever. That's what the townspeople are giving, and it's genuinely making me upset. This book goes to show how crazy it is that so many people can blindly follow a leader that knows absolutely nothing and nothing about what is best for the community. It's so crazy that just because someone is a person of power, they like blindly follow them. Alright, it's time to talk about my final thoughts on Beartown. I finished it last night and I loved this book. I would say, as of right now, I would rate it a 4.5, 4.75. I have very similar feelings about this as I did with The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, because at first, right after I finished The Great Alone, I did not give it 5 stars, but then the weeks like following me reading that, I kept thinking about that book. I kept thinking about like quotes that were in that book, and I ended up giving it 5 stars afterward. So I feel like this is kind of going to be a similar situation. I don't know if this is a universal experience or if it's just a me thing, but right after I read something that's really emotional or just has deeper themes, I kind of have to sit with it for a little bit, and it kind of changes my attachment to the book after I sit with it for a little bit. So I feel like that's what's going to happen with Beartown. As of right now, it's not quite a 5 star, but I might end up changing my mind. I saw a few reviews that said that they really did not like how the book ended. I didn't feel that way at all. I really liked it. I feel like it came to a good closing, but I'm also interested in finding out more, which I have the 2 other books in the series, so I'm excited to continue. I don't think I'm going to pick the next one up quite yet. Usually with series, I don't do one after another. I like to have a few books in between. Okay, some of my thoughts on this book. Love how character-driven it is, but there is still a bit of a plot and a bit of an excitement towards a few events in the book. So it's not like we're just going through the characters' daily lives. There are a few different large events that happen and that you're kind of looking forward to. So it gives you a reason to continue reading. I did mention there's a lot of foreshadowing in this, which I really, really enjoyed. I do not like thrillers. I don't like mysteries, really. I don't like anything that is remotely scary. So this was a great way for me to be like excited and a little bit nervous to find out what's going to happen without being scared. So if you are like me and cannot do thrillers, you might really like this because it has specific things that we are like finding out with the characters, and it just adds a little bit of excitement, which I don't normally get in the books that I read. So this was a little bit different from what I'm used to and a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I thoroughly enjoyed this. A few of the characters I hate, and you will too if you read this. A few of them you hate in the beginning, and then there's a lot of character development and vice versa. So you really get to know the characters for who they are, not just how they are seen in society. If you like reading about small town drama, I think you would really like this. And it is the perfect read for the winter time. It's in Sweden, it's about ice hockey, so it's very wintry, which I really enjoyed. I have bookmarked so many pages in this book because of the quotes. I really, really enjoyed his writing style, how simple it is, but so impactful. I am not someone who usually bookmarks a bunch of pages or underlines quotes, but there were so many in here that really hit me hard that I wanted to go back to, so I did do that in this book. Also, because there's so many characters in this book, you never get bored. In one page, the author could be talking about 3 different storylines in the book and 3 different characters. So you could be reading a paragraph about one character and then it kind of ends abruptly and moves on to a point of view from another character. So that's just an interesting way to keep your interest, and I was never once bored reading this book, and the pacing is not very fast. I really enjoyed this. I'm so glad that I read this as the first book of the year. Okay, I think I'm going to end the reading vlog here, but I do want to end on a little book haul because I went to Barnes, a very, very small Barnes with not a big selection, but that's the only one near me, so I went there. And then I also went to Goodwill and picked up a book. They also did not have a wide variety of books. Their selection was very small. But at Barnes, I picked up 2 because they were having a buy one get one deal on select paperbacks. So I picked up I Who Have Never Known Men, which has been recommended to me so many times. Also, the person that was at the register at Barnes said that he really hopes I enjoy this because he loved it so much and always recommends it to people. So I'm very excited about this one. And then I also picked up Educated, which is a very popular memoir that I know absolutely nothing about. I don't know what this is about at all, but in January, I don't know what it is, I usually read romance. That's my #1 genre, but in January, I kind of have this like mood switch where I want to read more nonfiction, memoir, and more emotional books. So my mood is just a little bit switched up right now. So that's why I picked up these 2 books. And then before I went to these stores, I wrote down in my journal 3 books that I was interested in buying if I found them. I wrote down The Bright Years, The Correspondent, and 1,000 Splendid Suns. And I found this at Goodwill for $2.99. I have The Kite Runner on my bookshelf, so I really wanted to pick this up as well. And it's just one that I have really been wanting to read for a few years now. Again, so highly recommended by so many people. I'm really trying to build a well-rounded collection and not just buying random like romance books. I want to read books that are highly rated, get myself out of my comfort zone, and I think this is going to be a really, really good one. I've not started this, but this is the one that I picked up after I finished Beartown yesterday. This is a pretty short book. It is under 300 pages. And then the next book that I'm going to read after that, I think is going to be either I Who Have Never Known Men or Wuthering Heights. I really, really want to read this before the movie comes out because I'm so excited for the movie and the cast is just insane. I have this really, really cute edition of Wuthering Heights and I'm really excited to pick this up. I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit intimidated because I have not read a classic in a while, and it's definitely an adjustment when you start reading a classic. Just the writing style and the language is very different than the contemporary romance books and fiction books that I read. So I'm excited about this, a little nervous, but I think I have to read this soon. So that is it for my first reading vlog of 2026. Let me know what you thought about this video and if you liked this style of kind of more in-depth reviews and my thoughts on the books, or if you would rather me talk about more than one book. Let me know what you are thinking, and let me know in the comments down below what you're currently reading and what's on your January TBR, because I'm nosy and I really want to know what people are reading. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.